We are back with part 2, season 1 of the Lincoln City Road to Glory. Last time we finished in January, and we're second at the moment, 5 points off second and top. We've got the top goal scorer in the league, John Akindi, and yeah, we're going to start this episode by trying to get in a signing. Now, I've been asking you guys who I should sign or where I need to improve, and some of you guys have been saying I need to improve at right back. Now, Neil Erdley has played every single game, but he is 30. But for me, I think we possibly need to improve up top still. I know we've got Matt Green and Akindi who are banging in the goals. We've also got Reed and the new boy Caesar as well, but I just think we could do with another pacey striker. Yeah, we'll see kind of what comes back. You know, centre mid is also kind of somewhere I'd possibly be looking for, but let's have a look in instructions. There we go, so let's just have a look through some of these. So we haven't actually made a signing yet this career mode. We've brought in quite a few youth players, but no one actually that we've actually signed. And we're gonna try and get Ryan Bruce from them. Let's go 2 years. And Jurgen Klopp's happy with that. I mean, he hasn't got high wages. We'll just accept that. So all we need now is for Ryan Brewster to accept the wages, and we've got him for 2 years. So right, we're gonna start simulating games in a minute. Wharton, Chapman and Vickers all go up there. Vickers and Wharton to 67. We definitely want to keep Wharton at the end of the season. He's been good for us. We're actually going to put him into the side now. Let's put him in for Eardley. Why not? And we can put we'll put Bostwick at right back. Why not? Right, let's get into it. Start simulating some games. Right, so first off, to kick off the episode, we face Exeter, a side that I think beat us earlier on in the season. We didn't have a good start to the season, but we're really starting to get together some form as Ryan Brewster actually declines his move. Let's see where Exeter are. They're in 12th. It definitely looks like we're going to hopefully get the playoffs, but I don't want to speak too soon because there's only 5 points off 8th. So it's a very tight top of the table. To be honest, with all the youth players coming through, I don't think we actually need to sign too many players, if anyone. But I just want to be aware that quite a few of these players are actually on loan. And some of them obviously quite old, so let's get into this game. We'll skip it. See how we do. This is, I think, our strongest side at the moment. And we lose 1-0. Wharton actually gets injured after 11 minutes as well. And we concede quite late on, which is a shame because, you know, we probably should be beating a side like Exeter in 12th. And Wharton's actually injured for, well, I don't know how long for, but let's put Lee on there because he's hopefully going to be our next star. Right, what we need to do is also sort out some contracts, because quite a few of them are actually expiring at the end of the season, and we want to keep some players. We're going to actually try and get Kellen Gordon on loan again if we can. Scott Wharton, we're definitely going to try and sign. Crooks, probably not. Mensah, we've got all these players on loan, and then it comes to Vickers. We'll try and actually. So what we probably need to do is go into it, because it looks like they've actually not actually given them a contract extension. Habergam, he hasn't done much this season. We'll add him to the transfer list, try and get a bit of money for him. We just want to be careful, because someone could easily come in for one of these two, and Matt Green as well, who we've also, unfortunately Matt Reed is retiring at the end of the season. We want to try and give him a bit of play time. So yeah, we're going to have to come back to that contract thing. We've actually got a transfer offer for our captain, Luke Clinton. We're going to be rejecting that. Scott Wharton's only out for 3 days. Let's skip forward to the Grimsby game. If you are new around to the channel, please subscribe. I really do appreciate any subscribers, and smash the like button, comment down below anyone you want me to sign, any Road to Glories you want me to do. I'm really enjoying this Lincoln one at the moment, and hopefully we can take them to the Premier League and whatever glory we can get. Let's just stop it there. We actually won 3-2 against Swindon, which is very pleasing. Yeah, very pleased about that. Habergam's had a transfer approach made. That's fine. Loan offer for Declan O'Hare. He can go on loan. Kellen Gordon has been sent back to Derby. He's been a good player for us though, so we're going to actually try and get him in. I mean, if I was, obviously I'm a Derby I'm a Derby and Lincoln supporter, so it's a bit of a weird one with that one. I mean, we can actually buy him for quite a bit of money, but we might try and get him on a 2-year loan again. Yeah, I'd be very pleased with a 2-year. His wage again isn't too high, so actually we'll do that. That's fine. Looking at bringing one of these two strikers in, the Novak, formerly of, I don't know. I think he may have been at West Ham. We're gonna approach to get him at the end of the season. He is 30 now, so it's the good thing though. The wages for these kind of players aren't too big. We're gonna try and get him on a 2 years in. No release clause, obviously. Things like that. He can step in for Matty Reid. We're gonna just accept that, because obviously Matty Reid, he's going to be retiring at the end of the season, which is sad, but you know, Chapman's also gone up to a 60 rated. Want to try and get him in the side a bit. Lee's gone up already to a 62. I think he could be our big kind of star this in this Road to Glory, for a 92 manager rating, which is fantastic. Kellen Gordon doesn't want to join. Habergam is leaving. That's fine. Can we try and just buy maybe Kellen Gordon? We can't at the moment. We've got Lee Novak for the end of the season. I would like to bring in another winger, but we now have the what do you call it, local derby pretty much against Grimsby at home. We definitely want to win this one. Oh, still got to flipping take him off the bench, haven't we? Let's put Caesar on the bench. Julius Caesar. That's his actual name if you haven't seen the first episode as well. Let's put Lee back in. I want to give him a bit of a run. Again. Obviously we've got Kindy up front who's a beast. He's the top scorer in the league as well. Face Grimsby. It's a 1 o'clock kickoff and we win 2-1. Bostwick and Akindi of course getting the goal. After Bostwick's goal, Rose got the baton back straight away, but fortunately for us it wasn't enough. When it gets out of the transfer window we'll actually simulate pretty much whole months, but for now. And also after this season we're actually going to be simulating 4 seasons. It was just because of sorting out all the settings and whatever that we only did half a season. This will be a shorter episode than last time because obviously we don't have to do that. Bostwick, he's had an offer in. We're going to reject that. Let's have a look what rating Lee Novak is. He's a 66, so I think he'll come straight in there when he's with us. Definitely do with a winger though. We want a winger. Obviously Road to Glories are a lot about kind of getting in loan players, and this Taylor Crossdale is a good player from Chelsea if we could get him in on loan. We probably don't need another striker now that we've got Lee Novak coming in next season. So I think we'll just get rid of all these. We're pretty much sorted on strikers anyway, with Akindi up there and Green also doing a good job. Matt Green's on 10, Akindi on 14, so we're away to Bury as we approach the end of the transfer window. If we do get in the playoffs, by the way, I will play the games. We draw that 1-1-1. That 1-1-1. Oh, they actually missed a penalty, so we're actually lucky to get that win. Kindy, of course, with the goal. Could just do with a few more wins. Actually, we're up to second now, 5 points off Mansfield at top. I wish Lee would actually get a few more goals as Toffolo, the young left back, goes up to 68. Approaching the transfer window, and Josh Vickers had a offer in. We need to try and get another contract offer in, but it might be too late because obviously when we... Oh yes, we can. As long as it allows it. Well, he's a very good player, so he can be a crucial. Probably want him on a 3-year deal. Yeah, that's fine. No release clause. We can offer him 6,000 and a signing bonus of 20. Yeah, lovely. So that should be Josh Vickers saved. Right, let's get into the other ones. Matt Green, of course. We want to keep him. Most of these, apart from probably Scott Wharton, I won't actually bring back. Mens has been alright, but you know, he's not really anyone I want to be too bothered about bringing back. It's the same with McCartan. We can just put Lee in there full time, pretty much. Jason Shackle is definitely someone we want to keep. He's actually gone down a rating, but he is old, but still a very good player. Probably get him on a 2-year contract if we can. They want a 1 year. I would definitely like a 2 year. Yeah. So we've at least got him until the end of next season. I can accept that as long as we keep him. Finally, we have Michael O'Connor, who's actually not playing for too much at the moment because obviously we changed the formation, but I still want to keep him. He's a good centre mid to come in if we need to, you know, bring if we've got any injuries or anything like that, fitness wise. Put him on a 5,000. Oh no. I'm being a bit stupid. Yeah, 5,001 and a 10,000 signing bonus. Yeah, he's happy with that. Lovely. Have we got anyone else too big? Matt Green, of course. How did I not think of Matt Green? But the rest of them I'm probably going to let go, to be honest. No, you can be an important player, mate. Probably not when Novak comes in, to be honest, and he's 32 now. That's the only trouble. I'm just a bit worried about the age of the squad. We've got some good young players coming in, but when we lose the older players, it's going to be... His wage has actually gone down by 1,600 there, so... we haven't got too many next season as well. Andrade, Chapman, Fracklinton, Anderson, Toffolo, Boswick. Oh, no, it's not too bad. But Reed obviously is retiring, unfortunately. Luque is not played too much, so I'm fine with him going. Sam Habergam, he hasn't played too much, and the rest of them, except for Wharton, I'm not too bothered about re-signing next season. We've actually got Notts County on the 2nd, which is another quite local one. But we'll start simulating more periods of time soon. It's fine. Cardi's gone to Tottenham for 70 mil. Transfer off for Vickers. He's only 23 as well, so Vickers can always keep on improving, so. O'Hare, young 18-year-old. Possibly look at training him if he doesn't go. I would like him to get a bit of experience. We've actually got a transfer offer for Lee. Brandon Lee. Not going to be accepting that. Going to also block offers because he's probably the main player, the young player at the moment. We've also got Julio Caesar up front that we want to possibly start playing a bit, but Lee is more of the one that can fit in there. He just needs to start scoring a few goals. Rodrigo's gone to Liverpool. So yeah, we have the Notts County game now. We've got some good players in here. They're all available as well. I'm going to actually release him just because his potential is only up to 70. The rest of them, I think we're probably going to promote Oliver Brown straight away. James Wilson just outside the transfer window. We're going to accept that. He's not played too much, so. Yeah, Notts County now. Bostwick has has actually got a suspension. He may actually stay out the side. Going to put Chapman on the bench as well. We'll put him on for McCartan. I think we could do with possibly a better backup goalkeeper as well if Vickers gets injured. I doubt he will though. Yeah, Notts County. Then we're going to simulate probably the whole month of February. See how we do against Notts County. We draw 1-1. Matt Green with the goal. We're back to third now, unfortunately, but only 4 points off top. I think Mansfield actually lost that game. Chapman goes up again. Another rating. He's going up quite a lot. I think he's only 18. Yeah, we're gonna simulate. We're gonna simulate to the 24th. Just after the final game of the month, we've got Northampton. Stevenage is that, and Morecambe. I don't know where they are in the league, all three of these, but you know, then I don't think they're above us, so we should hopefully beat them all. So, we kicked off obviously the month with the draw against Notts County. Then we won 4-1 against Northampton, thumping of them. Then we win 3-1 against Stevenage, and then we win 3-1 against Morecambe. So 3 wins and 10 goals, 3 conceded, but brilliant. Really, really good. We're up to a 93 now. We're top of the league by goal difference, but get in. Brilliant results there. We're gonna simulate to probably just after the Oldham game, because there's actually 6 games in March. Forest Green, Yeovil and Oldham. Then we have Mansfield, who are joint top, Crawley, I think that is, and Macclesfield. So some quite tough games. We drew 1-1 with Oldham. We won 2-0 against Yeovil and drew 2-2, so 2 draws and a win. It's alright, I guess. Lots of suspensions and stuff. The scatting has actually stopped, so Overton didn't even go. We're gonna get the send them for 3 months till about the end of the season. Let's go Spain. I think they went France last time or something. I don't know. But yeah, we're still top, and look at the game we have next against Mansfield, with actually 9 games left. It's getting to a key point in the season. We're going to actually simulate this. Let's just have a look quickly at the starting side. I think we'll put Chapman in for Lee. We'll also put Mensah in for Andrade and Bostwick in for Shackle just for fitness. We'll keep a Kindy in there though. McCartan can go on the bench for O'Connor. No, we'll leave it like that. But it's a very, very key game and could decide who, well, at the moment, looking like is going to win the league. We're actually away, so it kind of gives us a bit of a disadvantage. Mansfield actually quite local to Lincoln. And Tyler Walker, I think that is from Nottingham Forest gets the goal. They get a man sent off though, and Akindi gets the goal after 33 minutes. It's 1-1 with they, and they were man down. Lee's on for Chapman. And Drady on for Anderson. Can we nick a goal? I'd be okay with a... Oh, I was just about to say we'd be okay with a draw, but we actually lose it. Benning for Mansfield gets a goal late on, and there you go, 3 points clear. Vickers actually goes up to 69. But yeah, that's disappointing. We're actually gonna simulate to the start of April, just before the MK Dons game, I think, because MK Dons are actually third, so we don't want that to go wrong. Crawley, then Macclesfield. Oh, might as well just... Oh, no. So, let's see how we did. We lost 2-1 to Crawley and won 2-0 against Macclesfield, so a defeat and a win. We've got MK Dons next, which is going to be a tough game. But they've actually dropped down to 6th, and Cheltenham we've got soon in 4th. But it's still going to be a tough game against MK Dons. Kindy's picked up too many yellows. I think he's back for this game though. Probably why we lost that Crawley game, if he was missing that one. Gonna put Caesar in for Green up front. We'll also put Lee back in for Chapman. And Andrade back in for whoever it was, Mensah, I think. We'll put Shackle back in for Bostwick. And I think that will do. Yeah, that'll do. Right, we're approaching the end of the season, and it's games like these we need to win, or at least get a point out of against MK Dons. Side that dropped down to 6th, but it's still very good. They pick up an injury to their right back, and they get 1 goal, but Lee finally gets a goal in a minute later. A draw will be okay, but we definitely want to win. Green on for Caesar, and Akindi gets the goal to put us 2-1 ahead. Bostwick on for Shackle, we win it 2-1. Makes up for that defeat to Mansfield a bit. We're back up to 2nd. I think we already were 2nd, but we're actually 6 points off Mansfield. But Cheltenham are 5 points off us, and they play us next. So if we can get a decent result in against them, a draw will do. Again, to be honest, a couple of good players here that we're going to promote to the youth squad, and we play Cheltenham at home, so we've got a bit of an advantage. We keep the same team, with Lee getting the goal last game. Nothing after 20 minutes. Nothing after 30. We're approaching half time with they had the booking, Akindi and Broom score on the same minute with 1-1. Green on for Caesar. Andrade gets the goal. We're 2-1 ahead. Can we hold on? Yes, we can. 2-1 win. Andrade and Akindi with the goals. There we go. We're into 2nd. 6 points still off Mansfield, but we're now 7 points clear of 3rd and 4th. Looks like we're going up in our first season. I kind of did expect it with the squad we've got. Lee goes up a rating. With the squad we've got, I did expect it. You know, we've got Carlisle on this Friday. We're going to make a couple of changes. Fitness isn't the best. We're going to put Green in at attacking mid. We're going to put Reedy up up front, approaching his final games. Bostwick in for Shackle. We'll also put Chapman in for Frecklington, who's actually played pretty much every game this season, the captain. So Bostwick takes over the captain's armband. It's incredible the growth of some of these players though. I think Vickers was 65 at the start of the season, he's 69 now. Chapman was 57. McKindy's been absolutely brilliant for us. Let's have a look how many goals he's on now. He's on 23, which is pretty incredible in 39. Green's also down there with 12. Have we got anyone else on there? We have Andrade on 11. But we play Carlisle next. And Carlisle, where are they in the league? Down in 15th. So it should be a winnable game on this Friday night. It's not Friday night, it must be Easter. Friday midday. Well, 3 o'clock. Can we get an early goal maybe? Mansfield 1-0 ahead at Morecambe. Got the yellow cards for them. Caesar on for Reed. Don't want it to be a 0-0 draw. We should nick a goal against Carlisle, surely. We don't know it's a 0-0 draw. One of our pretty much our only 0-0 draw of the season, I think. We're actually 8 points off Mansfield now, who've done brilliantly, we've got to admit. There wasn't really any catching them with the start we had, which wasn't great, but Akindi has been absolutely crucial for us. We face Tranmere at home next. I don't think they've done too well. They actually beat MK Dons though. We win 2-0. I accidentally skipped it, but Caesar gets a goal. He hasn't got many this season, but he came on for Reed after 60. Akindi also, of course, got the other goal. Who else? Mansfield actually lost, so we're actually 5 points off them with 2 more games to go. Toffolo goes up to 69. He started 63. He's been absolutely outstanding for us this season. We're already automatics, so yay! With 2 more games left, we should probably beat Newport. They're sitting 17th, but you know, we just had a 0-0 draw against Carlisle, so I'm not expecting too much after that, but we should win. We're going to keep the same team. Reed with one of his final games. Hopefully it's not Wharton's final game, as we go 1-0 down after 4 minutes. Wharton, hopefully we'll get him at the end of the season. Come on Lincoln. Let's bring Caesar on, or Lee, or Mensah, any attacker. Neither team has made a sub. Come on. No, we lose it. So there's no chance of getting that top spot, but we are confirmed to be in second. So yeah, that's there's not really any point in putting out a full side really, but we're going to Vickers up to 70 rated now. You don't see many goalkeepers in League 2 that are 70 rated, or even in League 1, and we're going to be playing League 1 football next season. I don't expect us to run away with it again, but hopefully we stay in League 1. Probably the main aim, you know. And I think we can. I think we're going to have the next episode out later today as well. May as well get them done, and we're going to have a full season next episode. So stay tuned for that. Subscribe if you're new. Turn the tap the bell next to the subscribe thing to get notified when it comes out. We play Colchester, who are sitting in 13th. Got nothing to play for. Let's put Caesar up front. Sorry, Reedy, on his last ever game for us. Game in ever. Let's put Lee in for Greens. Well, let's put Reedy in. I know he's not got the best of stamina. yeah, let's put him in for Caesar. Why not? Chapman's done excellently in that centre mid role the past couple of games in for Frecklington, who's actually 33, 34 now, so we could do with some youth in there, and he's only 18, 19, something like that. We could kick off against Colchester. Akindi gets the goal after 10. Reed gets booked on his final ever football game. Well, nothing else. Green comes on for Reed, I suppose. We're actually 3 up. Akindi gets 2 and Anderson, they get 1 back, but we win it 3-1. And we finished second. So what we're going to do now is go through all the stats. So, who played the most games? It was Matt Green. 54 appearances. 46 in League 2, so he appeared in every single game in League 2, whether it was off the bench or starting. I think he's probably started about 40 off the bench, about 6 of them. And he got 3 appearances in the International Cup, 1 in the Carabao Cup, 2 in the Checker Trade and 2 in the FA Cup. Next it was Neil Eardley. Despite not playing for a couple of games towards the end of the season, he got 45 appearances, 1 below Green. Everything else in the Cup was same. Akindi, of course, getting 50 appearances. Look at that. 26 goals in 43 appearances. That's pretty outrageous. Michael Bostwick with 48, Anderson with 44, 38 in League 2, 34 for Wharton in League 2. Hopefully we can get him in next season. Josh Vickers with 34 in the league. Who's the other keeper that got quite a few then? Smith got 5, maybe he was injured for a couple of games when I actually simulated it or whatever, and the only player that didn't get an appearance was Oliver Brown, who we only just signed. Every other player got an appearance, even Connor Hughes got an appearance in League 2. So, next up is goals. I think we can all guess who's going to be top of that. It is that man Akindi, the beast. 26 goals, like I said, in 43 appearances. Next, it was Matt Green, who's had a very, very good season as well for a 32-year-old. 12 goals in League 2 and 4 in other competitions. Bruno Andrade, the Portugal winger, got 11, all in League 2. Anderson got 8 in League 2. Michael O'Connor with 5. Bostwick with 2. Lee with 2. Eardley, Toffolo, Frecklington, McCartan, Reed. Only got 1 goal, Reed, in 11 appearances, but he didn't play much. Julius Caesar got 1, and only pretty much Mensah didn't even get a goal. Don't think we'll be getting him back next season. Let's have a look at assists. Doesn't look like there's many people at the top of that list, but Andrade probably swinging in those crosses. Then it was O'Connor with 6, Anderson with 5, Chapman with 4, Frecklington 3, Lee 3, and on and on. Let's see how many clean sheets we got. Vickers got 6, not too bad. Eardley got 8. Let's have a look at the overall change. Some of these will be massive. Let's have a look at the minuses. These are only because, well, 34 years of age, 33 and 35. Frecklington, I don't think will start next season. Despite being the captain, I think we'll put Chapman in. Shackles also dropped 2. Maybe Wharton and Bostwick, we'll have to see, but Bostwick's still 30. Kindy surprisingly only stayed on 65, but I suppose he is 29. Hopefully he will keep on getting better though and keep on banging in those goals. And look at that, I don't think I've seen many career modes in League 2 at least, down at the bottom of the leagues, where players have gone up this much. Vickers is now a 70 overall, he started off at 65. Chapman is a 62, started off at 57. Toffolo, 69, started off at 65. Hughes, 62, started off with 69. Wharton started off with 64, now he's 67. And it just goes on and on. Caesar, Anderson, Mensah, Lee. It just goes on. And, you know, it's been a very, very good start to the season. It was a shame we didn't win it, but it's been a good start to the series. I hope you have enjoyed it. We're going to have the League 1 season up next later today. So yeah, I hope you did enjoy this. Keep an eye out for the upload later today as well, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.